A2P, what is it? Why do you need to be registered? And how does it affect your business and specifically automations? Okay, so this was a couple years ago, in order to cut down on the number of spam texts that are sent out from businesses and all, essentially the US government was going to act and implement regulation. The phone carriers, AT&T, Verizon, etc., all got together and said, no, we can self-regulate. Okay, and so they came up with these rules, these regulations that are called A2P, and that stands for application to person. So it's A2P 10DLC, and so all that means is application to person, 10-digit long code. So basically, if you're using a system to automatically send text messages to somebody's cell phone to a 10-digit long code, you have to get registered and verified, and you have to follow these certain criteria. Now, a number of people are having a really hard time getting verified, and they're having to submit multiple times and everything. So if that's you, this video is going to solve it for you once and for all. So you know what A2P is. It technically took effect October 1st. And so any new phone number, business phone number that you will be texting from, software that you'll be texting out of to somebody's personal cell phone, you have to go through this process, get registered, get verified. Otherwise, your texts will not be delivered. Okay, is basically what the phone carriers have said. Is you'll have like a slight grace period, but then essentially any text you send, if you're not verified, will go straight to either to spam and then at some point after a period of time, like it won't even be delivered. So like it won't even be in the junk folder or whatever, the spam. It just won't even be delivered, period. Okay, so it is important as a business owner if you are sending texts to people, and it could be as simple as like appointment reminders. Somebody opts in for a lead magnet. Hey, thanks for your interest, kind of thing. You need to be verified. You need to go through this process. And so why is it important for business and business automations? Obviously, we want to automate communications as much as possible. Whether it's a static straight line communication, meaning that somebody books an appointment, you send a text, thank you for booking an appointment. Here's the details. 24 hours before your appointment's in 24 hours. Here are the details. So that's static, right? Like the messages don't change. It's a very linear process. So you need to be A2P verified for that. The flip side of static is dynamic. And really by that, I mean, are you using like an AI booking and chatbot like we do and we set up for clients? In which case, obviously you need to be A2P verified for the bot to respond and interact with people via text messages, via SMS. And so it is important that you be verified. There are certain criteria. And if you basically want my funnel steps, and I'm gonna share my screen here in just a second, as well as the document that literally tells you, put this in to get compliant, drop a comment below and I will be sure to send that to you. If not, or in addition to that, be sure to check out businessautomationacademy.com. It's a free community where I walk through helping you automate your business so you can generate more leads, more revenue in less time while working fewer hours. Again, free to join, businessautomationacademy.com, and it will take you straight to the group. Okay, let me share my screen here. Actually, before I do that, let me back up. So as part of the process of getting verified, there's two components. There's brand verification, basically verifying that you are a company, that you are legit, and then there's campaign usage verification, which is what's the purpose? What are you going to be sending text messages out for? Now, I'm going to throw in a caveat here that I am not an attorney, that I am not an A2P, legal advisor, so nothing I say should be taken as legal advice, and any consequences or repercussions, I don't know, blah, 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 right? Okay, so you've got brand and campaign use. Now, if we think about the overall, what's the intent? What's the purpose of this regulation? It's to prevent spam, right? It's basically to say, are you a legit business? And are you sending text messages for a legit purpose? And are you giving people the ability to reply stop and opt out of receiving those messages? Okay, so, and I'm mentioning the intent because when I show you the funnel that I use for my clients and I, they're gonna be like, that's not even a web page. Like that doesn't make sense. It's so stupidly simple. Like I don't get it. Here's the reason why it works so well. Think of the intent. Are you a business, right? What are you using the text messaging for? When you submit your registration, it automatically goes through a process that scans the information, etc. Okay. There are certain things that will immediately get you rejected, get you kicked out. Okay. So what I have done and what we use is a very simple, I'm going to call it quote unquote funnel. It's basically just 3 web pages, individual web pages, where everything is stripped out except the stuff that they require. And so if you've ever, I don't know, been in any kind of legal kind of thing, what do they tell you when answering questions, right? Answer the question, but nothing else. Don't provide any additional information that they could then turn around and, use against you or lead to additional stuff, right? And so that's literally what this does, is it gives them exactly what they want and provides nothing else that could potentially get you a failed verification process. Okay, so let me share my screen. By the way, this is in Fractal CRM, which is my white label of built off the Go high level platform with quite a few cool features, things like that. You can run ads, we've got 24/7 support team, etc. So Fractal CRM is what I recommend and use. All right, now on to the stupidly simple funnel and process. If we come here to sites, I'm telling you, you're going to laugh at this, right? You do have to, it's good to submit a website URL so that, again, they can see that you are a legit business. There are some things you need to fill out, like EIN number, representative, things like that. And you can come here to settings and business profile. Essentially, again, this is dummy information right now for this account location, but legal business name, website, business physical address, authorized representative, and then business information down here where you have your industry, you have EIN number, you put in your EIN, and then, you operate in US and Canada. Okay, so part of it when you go to submit it is pulling directly from this information. Okay, so you do want to make sure that you have all this put together. Now, if we go back to the funnel, and again, this is basically the site that they are checking to verify that you have certain things in place. And you are absolutely going to laugh at how simple this is. And it may look a little strange. Let me actually hop in here, because I've got it set up to pull custom values. So you only need to update one place, a custom value, and it pulls in all this other information. Okay. So here's what I mean by that. This is a custom value, right? So all I have to do is go to custom values. I can update this value to a different logo, and then all throughout everywhere that this custom value is used, it would update the logo. Okay. So that's why it looks kind of weird, like here, because it's from A2P compliant is just what I put in as the owner name, first name and last name. Okay. So that's why it looks a little funky here, but this would be your name, Michael Kittinger, right? And again, you could put whatever industry you're in, real estate, your free guide, your free whatever. So let's talk about why this is so effective. And then you scroll down, it's got your address, things like that. One of the requirements is if somebody's opting in, they have to give you consent for you to message them. All right. So if you don't have a checkbox like this, you're immediately going to fail. If you send them to a website where there's not an opt-in place, you are most likely 9 out of 10 times going to fail. That's why this page works so great. It's not a web, you set it up only for the purpose of getting verified. After that, you're not actually ever going to send traffic here. You're not using it for any other purpose other than, look, I'm a legit company. I have a web page. I have the requirements. and nothing else. Okay. First name, last name. Again, I agree to the terms and conditions by providing I agree to receive text messages from the business. Reply stop to opt out of further messaging. Message frequency varies and data rates may apply. Literally just put that in there. It's a checkbox. That's one of the requirements. Done. Next up, you need privacy policy and terms and conditions. They need to be working links. They don't really care anything else. What's on there? It just needs to be an actual link that goes to a privacy policy and to a terms and conditions page. If you have, like up here, you see terms and conditions. If this were the only link to privacy or terms and conditions, it will most likely fail. They're looking as they scan the site. It is set up to scan the footer. So you do need it down here as well. I've seen if you don't have it down here, even if you put it at the top, I could put privacy and terms and conditions, it fails. From the instances I have seen, okay? Down here, address, privacy policy, terms and conditions. In my funnel, I go ahead and give you a privacy policy and a terms and conditions. Now, you can read through this. Quite frankly, I had my own attorney craft this, so it's quite extensive. It's very detailed. Again, I don't think they really care what is on here other than the fact that, look, you click it, it is a live, because I don't have the custom value set up, but it would be a live working link once you connect an actual domain to this funnel. So you see there's no actual domain connected, which is why it's like I don't know where to send somebody. But so it is quite extensive, but even here it's based off custom values. So it's pulling in the business name, the address, things like that. Okay. Same with the terms and conditions. If I hop down here, once again, it doesn't really, I don't believe it really matters here, so long as it's a live working page. All right. So that is part one to get verified. Business profile information, again, name, representative, legit address, EIN number, authorized rep, things like that. All right. That's part one. When you submit it, awesome. Part two, actually, since I don't have a phone number here, I'm not sure if it's going to really let me show too much. But here, so again, there's two parts. There's the brand and the campaign. So if I click here, it's going to be like, basically, and again, our system, we set it up so that pulls directly from the business profile up here. But you got your details, your address, contact information. So that's literally what it's pulling in for the brand part. Brand part is usually less than 24 hours to get approved, assuming you're a legit business. The campaign use, this is where most people seem to fail, get rejected from the verification, and then they've got to go through it all again. In keeping with providing only what they are looking for and nothing more, I have this document for you. Again, if you want it, I will drop the link inside the Business Automation Academy, businessautomationacademy.com, free group to join, so check it out. But if we look here, things it's going to ask for, and these are literally the questions in the order that it asks through the verification process. What is the campaign use description? This campaign sends appointment confirmations, message notifications, and other important notifications to existing clients or new prospects who have opted in to receive promotional SMS and notifications. The communications are sent directly in two-way messaging via our CRM platform, website forms, or web chats. I can tell you, when this A2P stuff first rolled out back in October, the first few times I was submitting this, I was writing like an entire page for answers, like 5 paragraphs of like detailed information. In this case, it does this. In this use case, it's going to do this. In this use case, it's going to be here. And I kept getting failed. I am not an attorney. I'm just letting you know what I and my clients, what I use for my clients, and so far I've not had one get rejected. Okay? Give them what they want, what they need, and nothing more. Plain and simple. Campaign use. Next question it's going to say is, give us a sample message. What would that look like? It doesn't have to actually be what you use. Just provide a sample message. Hi, Sarah. And I even highlighted the parts that you would update with your name and your business, etc. And just this Sarah can be whoever. It's better to actually put in a name as opposed to just like first name. Again, you could probably get away with first name. I just know when I use like an actual name, I've never had it rejected. Granted, I made several updates at the same time, so I can't say which one for sure like got approved, got rejected. But again, hi Sarah, this is John from ABC Company. Thank you so much for booking your call on Friday. Look forward to speaking with you soon. So what's needed here? Key things they're looking for is your name, your business name, and reply stop to unsubscribe at any time. Those are the 3 key components. I am tempted to even just try it like, hi, this is, Michael from Business Automation or company name Scale Automatically. Reply stop to unsubscribe. Like I personally, I think even that short of a message would get approved. But I want to give it a little more context here. But again, not a paragraph, nothing extensive. Name, your name, business name, reply stop. That's what it's looking for in message 1. Message 2. Okay, just provide a different angle, a different type. Thank you for your interest in our free PDF resource provided by, again, this would be business name. Sent that over via email. Check your inbox. Look forward to helping you grow. Oh, let me actually highlight this. Talk soon, your name, again, reply stop. This is what they're looking for. Business name, your name, and reply stop. How do leads consent to receiving messages? Well, perfect. Look, users can opt in at website. Not your actual real live website. You put in this website. XYZ/opt-in. That's all you need to put. And requesting our free PDF resource. Guess what? There's not even a resource attached to this. There's nothing. They're not actually opting in. They're looking for specific language. You provide that, you're good. All right, so requesting our free. And part of the reason you see real estate and stuff, this was the last one I updated for a specific client. And so that's literally why there's stuff in here. I'll probably go back and just change it to be like website, but whatever. But it's not your main website. Like if you have a main website with tons of information, it could be the best looking website. But if you got a lot of stuff, images, videos, stuff, links, things like that, then you're good. I mean, like that, like it may be the best website, but you're not going to get approved. Like it needs to be super simple. Okay. So sample message 2, how do leads consent? Users opt in by, again, here's the website, requesting free, users can do. Okay, opt-in keywords, start, subscribe. That's usually all I put. Maybe you have additional words, get started, thumbs up, I don't know. I just use start and subscribe. Opt-in message, thank you for your interest in your company. My name is, your name. Again, what are they looking for? Company name, your name. Unsubscribe. Opting in to receive text messages, you'll be among the first to receive updates, resources, and important information. I look forward to speaking with you soon. At no point are these messages actually being sent. They don't match up word for word with what is actually being sent. Again, we're showing them, hey, this is a sample message of what I'm likely to send. It's got what you need. Verify me. That's it. So a very simple website. Literally all it's used for is to get A2P verified. And then the minimum amount that you can answer their question with what they are requiring and nothing more. All right. And so, like I said, I've used this over a dozen times. I have yet to have a client get rejected. So now that's not saying yours won't. First, it goes through an automated process. Again, this seems to hit all the checkboxes that they're looking for and doesn't raise any of the flags that automatically get you rejected. If you fail your A2P registration, you can always resubmit. It will also typically be handed off to a human to actually go back and review. And so you do want to try to get approved the first time, because then we're seeing it approved within 72 hours or less. If it has to go to a human review process, that is seeming, at least at this time, taking 2 to 3 weeks because of the backlog. because it's manually reviewed at that point, is my understanding. So again, A2P, what you need to know, how you need to get verified. If you want the link to my stupidly simple A2P compliant funnel, and you want the Google Doc with word for word what to put in for your responses, then be sure to join Business Automation Academy, and that's at businessautomationacademy.com. All right, see you in the next video.